It's Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retroland Comics. This time I'm doing another episode of comic book reviews. This time I'm reviewing Flame issue 11. And what happens in this issue, it starts off with the fight between, continuing the fight between EJ and this guy from this other universe. And we see them going off head to head, and EJ winds up telling this guy, well, basically, he doesn't tell him, but the guy figures out who his father is, and he knows his father somehow. And we see this guy powering up and using his God Wrath attack. But it really doesn't do nothing because EJ winds up absorbing it and starts eating his power and absorbing the energy of this god. He's actually able to chain him up with his melanated chains. And Blaze's face actually starts coming out of EJ and starts eating this god pretty much and draining his energy. Well, after this, the god winds up, like I said, finding out who EJ's father is, and they start talking back and forth in this instance. And then EJ's able to do this Galaxy Crusher kick, which actually sends this guy through three universes, and he's able to break through each universe and go through it. That's how powerful this kick is. I think, or no, he creates omniverses. That's what it is. I remember Team 9 talking about this. He creates 3 omniverses or metaverses, or I don't quote me on this. I might be getting it wrong. I'm not real sure. But anyway, he creates these 3 universes, omniverse, what metaverse, whatever kind of verse he creates with this kick. That's how powerful it is. And then he's able to send him and this other god into the plane of the god of Flames universe. And this other god is talking about how he's not supposed to be here, and he realizes where he is, and he has to tell EJ pretty much what's going on. And EJ is trying to figure out all the stuff that this god is telling him because he really doesn't understand what's going on. And then the god pretty much leaves and tells him he'll tell EJ everything that he knows next time they see each other. So let's see what happens with that. And then EJ realizes where he is. He's in the domain of the god of his universe. And he's wondering why she's just laying there. He thinks something might be wrong with her. I'm not real sure. We'll have to see what happens with that. But then it cuts to the story of Jocelyn and her mother, and her mother sends Jocelyn to New Orleans. And they go to this door, and this door is the pathway from Flames universe to the universe of Limbo, and where all these creatures like werewolves, angels, demons, witches are, and there's this school there. So this is where Jocelyn's mother's taking her, and whenever they get there, they meet the ferryman. The ferryman's talking about how he admires Jocelyn's father and is friends with Jocelyn's father and misses him. And Jocelyn's mother is pretty much telling her a little bit of backstory about her father and this guy. And they finally make it to the school for, like I said, vampires, witches, werewolves, demons, and angels. And they get there and they meet all these servants, and all these servants are all brothers, and they are named as numbers because there's so many of them. There's like 30,000 of them. And then the headmistress of this school shows up, and they has a little tit for tat with Jocelyn's mother because they have a history, and they go back and forth, and they're just she's just getting to know Jocelyn and asking her all these questions about her clothes and all this other stuff. And that's where the comic cuts off. This comic was pretty good. I liked it. I liked the continuation of the fight with EJ and this other god, and how he's able to kick the god through these metaverses or omniverses or something. I don't know what kind of verse it is, but EJ's able to create these with this kick because it's that powerful. And I love the setup of the school that Jocelyn's about to go to. But other than that, that's all that really happened. My question for y'all is, what do y'all like about the Flame series so far? I've reviewed 11 issues. I got issue 12 on the way. But other than that, As always, Rob Burnham, make here, preacher man, R&B sign out. Guys, GG's awesome. Spin an episode of Rich Land Comments. See you on this time.